Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Monday, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Akar Ahmed, and today we are going to be talking about something that has been picking my mind. I've been having a conversation with someone about this, and I just want to talk about it. Something that's on my mind currently. It's something that's juiced up, so let's talk about it. What we're talking about today is going to be about making plans, right? Your whole entire life, all you hear is, hey man, what's your plan? What are you gonna do for a career? You know, like you're in high school, right? You have all these pressures on you. You're 15, 16, you know, you just got your license, you're just driving around, and you're worried about all these other things, bro. You're worried about, I want a girlfriend, and I want to make some money, and I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want to have some fun, I want to go out with my friends, and I want to go to this party. And like you want to do things as a kid, right? You want to just like hang out and have fun and do the other things that kids do. And you're getting to this age where you have to take more responsibility, where your parents aren't as responsible for you. So now you get to go out and do things that you like and do things that you want to do. But at the same time, the responsibility of being more of an adult, having more of those freedoms, and being able to choose more of what you want to do starts coming back to you. And you start seeing the effects of that, right? So, something that most people have, this stress or this pressure that most people get, especially ethnic parents that have this pressure on their kids, is like, you need to go to school, you need to go to college, you need to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you're lost, you're behind. Everyone else is in front of you. If you don't have a plan, then the person next to you that has a plan is better than you. They're ahead of you. You're going to lose to them, right? And that makes sense in the grand scheme of things. You would think like, hey man, like who's going to win the game? The team that has a game plan or the team that's just like doing random stuff, right? And you would think the team with the game plan, right? Because like they already know what's going to happen. But this is the issue with life. And this is what makes life very unpredictable. Unlike a video game that is already coded and has this specific thing that's going to happen. Like, oh, I already know what's going to happen in the movie because there's a script to the movie, right? And I'm reading that script. So even though the movie isn't recorded yet, the actor of the movie can tell you what's going to happen in the movie before it even happens or before he acts it out because he has the script to the movie. Do you understand what I'm saying? The difference with life is God is the one with the script, not you. So even though you're the actor, you don't really have the script. It's like improv. This is improvisation acting is what life is, okay? So for you to pretend you have this plan, like I'm going to become a doctor and I'm going to school for 12 years and this is what's going to happen and this is where I'm going to work and this is where I'm going to live and this is who I'm going to marry and this is what my kid's name's going to be, you're in for a lot of stress. You're in for a lot of depression. You're in for a lot of disappointment because life is not going to chug away each day the way that you plan it out to be, right? You might plan to have pizza at 5 o'clock with Ashley, but 5 o'clock comes around, Ashley's sick, and you're no longer eating pizza. You're eating McDonald's, for instance. So the issue is no matter how many times you as a human being make a plan and you think that plan is going to go to, it's not going to go to, right? It's not going to happen. Let me give you an example, right? I'm not going to give you an example of a plan that didn't work. You guys all in your own minds can put together in your own head, oh, yesterday I made a plan, I was going to do this, and it didn't happen. Oh, when I was 16, I had a plan to go to school, to get my bachelor's degree, to become a teacher, but that didn't happen. I became a lawyer. So we all have plans, and we all set up these blueprints and plans, and then along the way, things happen, day-to-day life happens, people die, you get married, you meet someone, you have a kid, you lose an arm. Something's going to happen in your day-to-day life that is going to change your plan, that is going to steer you this way, and you're going to always, that plan is never going to be a finite plan. You're never going to say, 2 plus 2 is going to be 4 in the end when it comes down to life. When it comes down to life, you say 2 plus 2 is 4, and then another 2 comes in, and you add another 2, and then another 1 comes in, you add another 1, and the 3 comes in, you add a 3, and then you multiply it by 12. Life comes and changes that final outcome for you over and over and over and over and over again. And there's nothing you can do about it because, like I said, you didn't write the script, God wrote the script. Okay? I can give you the counter opposite example of what I'm talking about here, right? Sometimes in life, the things that you don't plan are the best things that ever happened to you. Things where you just spontaneously got up and went to this place, you met someone that is now a part of the rest of your life. Or, you know, you didn't want to do this specific thing and you did that thing and you learned, oh, I really like this. And now you're in that field or you're the best in that field. Like, for instance, like if you ever watched the movie Straight Outta Compton, Straight Outta Compton is about the rap group NWA with Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and Ice Cube and these guys. Eazy-E never wanted to rap. Eazy-E is not a rapper. Eazy-E had nothing to do with rap. They told him rap, and he's like, I don't want to. And they're like, rap. And he's like, I don't want to. And he started rapping, and they made fun of him. And he's like, I don't want to do this. And they're like, just do it. And he kept doing it. And he became one of the most notorious out of the whole entire group. He made most of the revenue. He was like the face, the ladies man. He was like the guy. You get what I'm saying? And he was the one that didn't want to do it to begin with. That was never his plan. He had a different plan for himself in that industry for that time being. And his purpose changed along the way, right? When I started making YouTube videos here, I made YouTube videos when I started YouTube. I started YouTube in 2010, I believe, 2011. And I was making gaming videos. And I was one of the first people online to make gaming content. My channel exploded. For the time you getting 50 to 100,000 views per video, you literally being friends with huge people in the community, other humongous YouTubers, and you guys you're doing something that has never been done before. Do you understand what I'm saying? There was no plan to any of that. It just happened. I played video games and I wanted to post it online and it blew up. There was no plan. I did not make a plan to blow up online. I did not go, I'm going to teach myself graphic design and teach myself marketing and teach myself how to play the game so I can become an influencer on. No, that never happened. No one ever made that plan. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that Drake planned to be Drake. You get what I mean? He kind of was just like, oh, I enjoy singing. This is fun. And then someone was like, yo, you should make a song and put a microphone in front of his face. And the rest is history, man. That's how it works. And then when you realize your potential, you realize what you can do, or you realize what is actually happening in front of you, then you capitalize on it. That's how it works. For instance, my YouTube channel, when like what I'm talking about right now, I was making gaming content, and when I came back to YouTube 5 months ago or so, I told myself, hey, I want to make gaming content. I want to post gaming content. I bought myself a PC. I built a PC. I have all these new games. I have all this new content. Let me make content while I'm playing it anyways. Why don't I post it? Why don't I do this? So I started doing that. My first video that I posted about the game Only Up, it got 7,000 views. Boom. It's more views than I used to get on my channel in weeks, if not a month. So, like, whoa, 7,000 views, look at this. And I kept posting. And then one day, my plan of posting gaming content and building a gaming channel changed. I saw some guy, he was talking some stuff about Islam, and he was talking wrong about it, and he was misinforming people about my prophet, about my religion, about what we believe. So I decided to make a video about the counter opposite of that, reacting to it, explaining how this guy was wrong and what he did was wrong and this and that. And I found more satisfaction, I found more value in making content like that. So even though my plan was to make gaming videos, my plan changed and now I'm making religious videos. And went from making religious videos to mixing it up and adding political aspects to it and not just reacting to rebuttalizations. Now I'm learning about Christianity and I'm learning about Judaism and I'm talking to people from these other creeds, and I'm able to report on things differently now. I have more information from different people. I have more source. I'm talking to people from all different places of the world. I'm getting more engagement. That was never my plan. And now I'm writing a documentary about music and how the music industry is demonic and how and this is how things work, guys. I never planned to make documentaries. I never planned to be a truth-seeking journalist. I never planned any of this. It just happened. It happened through day-to-day life. It happened because I wanted to post my gaming videos online again, and I built a PC. I was doing my interests and the things that I like, and along the way, the plan of my life changed. You understand what I'm saying? So that life doesn't work where you're just going to build this unique 5-year plan. Like, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to get a bachelor's degree, I'm going to become a teacher, and I'm going to get married, and I'm going to have a kid named Andrew, and my kid named Andrew is going to be a basketball player. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. Life changes on a day-to-day basis. You don't know what you're going to eat tomorrow. You don't know who you're going to talk to. You don't know who you're going to marry. The person you're married to right now, you don't know if they're going to die. You don't know if you're going to divorce them. You don't know if they're going to harm you, and you don't know if you're going to end up with someone else. You don't know. To think in your head you have this elaborated plan for everything that you do is wild. You don't even know if your wife is going to be your wife. So to sit here and tell me, I have a plan, I know what's going to happen, I know what I'm going to do, I've got a 5-year plan, I'm all elaborate. Don't stress yourself out. When your uncle comes and tells you, hey man, what you been up to? What do you got planned? What's your plan? What's your blueprint? What are you going to do? Are you in school? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? He just wants to see what your plan is. Because what your plan is makes him think like, oh, you got it all together. Not what you're actually doing, not what you're actually saying, not what you're actually committing to. That doesn't matter. Who cares about what your actual attributes are? Who cares about what you actually say or what you actually do or what you're actually progressing in? What's your plan? Don't stress out, guys. Don't worry about this. This is not a super, super, super important aspect in your life is this magical plan, because you don't make the plan. God makes the plan. And if God wills it, God wills it. If you have a plan, a 10-step plan, and all 10 of your steps happen the way they happen, it's because God gave that to you. That means God gave you that plan, you committed to that plan, and that plan happened the exact way it was supposed to happen because it was God's plan and God allowed it to happen the way it happened. But when you plan, I'm going to become a teacher and I'm going to get married to a Christian black man, like you have these specific things and then God gives you the complete opposite, or he throws you left or he throws you right. You get what I'm saying? You find that very interesting to say, my plan didn't work, and I'm happy my plan didn't work. I didn't have to plan any of this out for my life to go good. I didn't have to plan any of this out for me to be successful. I didn't have to plan this out for me to become smart. You get what I'm saying? If you have faith in God and you have faith in yourself and you take your life on a day-to-day basis and you see what is put in front of you in your environment, the people around you, the things around you, and the opportunities that you have in front of your face. When you know it's time to say yes to a specific opportunity and no to another specific opportunity, take that chance, take that decision. That's how life works. You can plan out as much as you want, but tomorrow when that guy comes and he gives you that deal or he gives you that opportunity that you'll never get again, take it. Screw your plan. Take your plan and throw it in the garbage. Someone else just came and gave you a better plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? So be very, very careful on when people come to you and what's your plan? What you got going on? They try to put this unneeded pressure on you. Like, hurry up and get your shit together. Get your life together. You need a plan. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know where you're going. You need to know who you're marrying. You need to know how much money you're making. You need to know where you're living. You need to... No, you don't. You're never going to know that. No matter how much money, no matter how much information I give you, you'll never know that. That's up to God. God makes the plans. God makes the prophecies. And what happens is going to happen. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you plan it, if you don't plan it, what's going to happen is what's going to happen. And it's the way you react to it. It's the decisions that you make coming out of what happens is what's going to steer you, is what is going to be your plan. Your plan is how you react to your present day life, to your current day situation. Your plan is not how you're going to react to the future. You have no clue what's going to happen in the future to plan out how you're going to react to the future. You have no clue. You can plan, hey, if someone robs my house, I'm going out through the back door. Guess what? One day someone might rob your house, you try to go out through the back door and there's a second guy there. Or you try to go out through the back door and there's a fire. Or you try to go out through the back door and he shoots you. And if you would have went out the front door, you could have got away. Your plan is not always going to work. It is always changing. The world is forever changing. People are forever changing. And you need to learn how to adapt to that. You need to learn that when a decision gets made or something is brought to you or something goes against your plan or your mind or your decision making, that you can conform, you can adapt to that, and you can become better from that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've gone from making video games content about a $5 Chinese game called Only Up, right, on the Steam store, to now thinking about creating documentaries and traveling places and doing things and showing people things first-handedly and really, really diving into things. I don't want to give people 10-minute content. I don't want to give people 5-minute content. I want to take you in to what the music industry really is. I want to show you the truth. I want to show you. I want to take you into it. I want to bring you into it. I want you to see it. I want you to believe it. How? That was never my plan. So just remember, guys, that what I'm telling you right now is my plan. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. Trust me, it's not going to be my plan in 5 years. And in 5 years, my plan is not going to be my plan in 10 years. God is going to take me places. God is going to show me things that I never would have expected, that I never had planned out, that I don't have blueprinted. And when he does that, I'm going to be the type of person to say, thank you for the opportunity. Who cares? I've been trying to do this for 10 years. Let me go ahead and do this for 10 years and see what happens, because I've been blessed with this opportunity. I've been given a new plan. I've been given a new system. If the world is not presenting my plan to me and it's presenting a different opportunity, a different plan to me, why am I going to try and work towards something that the world is not going to let me have, that the people around me aren't going to let me have? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's a counteractive to myself. My plan is never going to become fulfilled. If I plan on marrying this woman, but this woman never wants to marry me, why am I always going to try and marry someone who doesn't want to marry me? Do you get what I'm saying? You need to adapt. You need to change. You need to learn how to put yourself in a different mindset. We're going to end the video here. Thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you so much for listening. I'm in a ramble mode, rampage, because I was just having this conversation with someone in real life. Not to say don't have a plan, don't expect certain things to happen, or don't be prepared for things, but just know that your 5-year, 4-year plan is never going to work out the way you want it to. And life seems to reward people who are spontaneous, people who decide to take life by the balls in the moment and actually make something out of the opportunities they're given in the moment, and not always try to stick to this magical plan that they have in their own head. The people who are spontaneous, the people who take risks, the people who do things that don't have a plan are usually the ones who are the most successful, are usually the ones that know how to deal with things the most, and are usually the ones that make it out. So just remember, guys, people who are coming to you, what's your plan? What are you doing? What do you got going on? If you're young, especially if you're a teenager, that shit is so stressful. It is so stressful when someone's on top of your head, your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles. What are you going to school for? What are you going to get a master's degree in? Are you going to be a doctor? Are you going to be a lawyer? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? They're so stressful. They expect you to have your life figured out like it's some storybook. Like it's just all laid out for you, and you know everything that's going to happen in the future. You don't. You never will. God does. Only God will. Put your faith in God and know that when you're given opportunities and you're given specific things on a day-to-day basis in your life, take them. Your plan is not the plan. God's plan is the plan, and it will work out. If you adapt to your situations and you are grateful and you take the right routes and you take the righteous routes, I promise you to God, I promise you with everything in my life, that feeling where you feel empty inside, where you feel confused inside, where you feel like you don't know yourself, you're going to know yourself. You're going to know yourself. Everyone in the world can hate you. Everyone in the world can reject you. Everyone in the world can say, that guy's a weirdo. But you're going to know yourself. You're going to feel comfortable inside. Imagine being a celebrity and billions of people love you, like Michael Jackson. Billions of people love you, but you feel suicidal. You want to kill yourself. Billions love you. Billions will die for you, and you're suicidal. You're depressed. Feed your soul. Feed your mind what it deserves. Feed it righteousness. feed it God's plan, and don't just think, oh, my plan is my plan and it's going to work the way it's going to work. Thank you guys for coming in today. I love you all. Let life guide you. Let God guide you. And until next time, peace and blessings and free Palestine.